Cliff, let's just start anecdotally. What are you seeing and hearing on the ground in Pennsylvania?
Yeah. Anecdotally, I mean, I think there's a lot of energy in terms of, coming out of the Butler rally. I think that's, a monumental moment. But our conversations at the door, we've knocked over 207,000 doors, attempting to get to 500,000. And the conversations are simple, Charlie. Make a plan to vote. Get out now and vote. And, when we talk to people, they're encouraged. But one thing I want to say to all your viewers out there, there's a lot of folks that are diehard Trump supporters. They're all in. They know this election determines the republic. But some of them are still waiting. They've got a mail-in ballot. They can go early in person with our new system in Pennsylvania. And we're sitting back. Now, we're doing a little bit better than 4 years ago. But my message to every single person is you have to vote now. We cannot let the Democrats run up the score. We're doing okay, don't get me wrong. But I don't want to sit back and even give Kamala Harris a shot of winning Pennsylvania.
Yeah, so I want to go through this, and every state is different. So this is what's remarkable. In the state of Arizona, 89% of our voters, Cliff, vote early. 89%. In Pennsylvania, it's the opposite. 70% of voters in Pennsylvania will vote on Election Day. Cliff, walk us through this. We'll put this up on screen. The first of which is a tweet of yours from October 7th. Breaking Pennsylvania mail-in update. Democrats are down 439,000 ballot requests compared to 2020. Cliff, explain.
Yeah, so what we do is we're able to track each party's mail-in ballot requests. So understand the rules in Pennsylvania. Each year, you have to add yourself to you add yourself to the list to receive a mail-in ballot. And so Democrats back in 2020, I mean, they spent tons of money and energy getting as many people, because of the fear of COVID, to become mail-in ballot requesters. And then obviously they got a ballot and they sent it back, because if you have a ballot at your door, you're much more likely to vote. If you compare 4 years ago to today, when it comes to Democrat requests, like you just said, Charlie, they're down 439,000. Where are Republicans? Are we down hundreds of thousands in terms of requests? No, look at the screen. We're only down 78,000. And so I tell a lot of people, when you look at the raw numbers, sure, the tweet on the screen, looking at just the percentage breakdown of Dems being at 73 in 2020 when it comes to requests, they're down to 69. That's a plus 4.3 gain in terms of Republican requests versus Democrats. Even on the early returns, look at the screen at the bottom there. Republicans are in a 5% better position on mail-in ballot returns. Now, we still need to run up that score. But remember, Trump lost Pennsylvania just by 80,000 votes. If you're the Democrats and you have 493,000 Democrat voters who last cycle got a mail-in ballot and now they have to show up on November 5th, Charlie, you and me know this. It's money. It's more voters you have to target. It's resources. It's energy. And it's all for one day. We have the difference here, but we just got to make sure our people vote. This is ours to lose. It's not theirs to win. We have the numbers. We have the people. We have the manpower. We need everyone to make a plan to vote and to vote now.
So explain to me, Cliff, the composition of the mail-in request 2020 versus 2024, and then what is the final day where people can request a ballot?
Yes, so the major dates for Pennsylvania, October 21st is our registration deadline. Turning Point is rocking it in the state. I got to give Noah Formica a huge shout out. Scott Pressler's rocking it in the state. But Charlie, really, this synergy we're seeing with all these groups has been fantastic. October 29th is the last day to request a mail-in ballot. So I almost say, Charlie, there is no deadline. Obviously, that is the deadline. But October 29th, I mean, we got to run this thing all the way through the month of October, and then we're pretty much in get out the vote mode to make sure all ballots come back. The reason those numbers are so important is that is 2020 at this time versus 2024. And Charlie, let me let all your viewers in on a little secret. The Dems usually have a huge spike the second half of August and the first half of September. They missed it. Okay? Is it for a lack of trying? No, they have twice as many people on the ground. You're seeing it. All the Turning Point activists are seeing it. They're spending twice as much money on the left. They don't have the energy. They have a failed candidate, a candidate that's not connecting with the Black community, not connecting with the Hispanic community, definitely not connecting with men in America. And so they're panicking. The Democrat operatives in Pennsylvania are panicking. They know they need to win PA to win the White House. But I'm telling everyone, these numbers should make you optimistic, but do not sit back on your heels. We have to finish strong. The Democrats are out there every single day, and we have to match their tactics. When we fight fire with fire, Charlie, the message of liberty, the message of freedom will win, but we cannot cede in any of these sections of the rules or the tactics. We have to play and make it a level playing field. That's how we win.
So remind the audience too, Cliff, regionally where we need to spend our effort. I visited. We had some great success at Penn State University. Trump has been focusing on Allegheny County. There's also Bucks County. Go by county, and this really is the push right now. And so, Cliff, for people in Pennsylvania, what is the call to action? What is the agency point right now for our folks? What is the call to action? And go through some of the counties, please.
Yeah, absolutely. So the call to action right now is if you have requested a mail-in ballot and you have it, get it dropped off at your county clerk's office today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. If you're an activist looking to get involved, download the Turning Point Action app. You can get involved with PA Chase app as well. We're all partners. And if folks want to chip in to sponsor a full-time ballot chaser, go to pachase.com. It's $175 for a full day. Let me talk about targeting, Charlie. So we have 120 full-time ballot chasers on the ground as part of the PA Chase. We have 10 Airbnbs, okay? Obviously, there's going to be some action in Allegheny and Philadelphia counties because there's just so many people there. So, yes, we are working that to find Republican ballots. But there are bellwether counties, counties like Bucks, counties like Luzerne County, both that have flipped from Democrat to Republican because of the great work from conservative activists in the state. The other thing I'd like to share with you, Charlie, Donald Trump's on every ballot. When I look at Dave McCormick, he's on every ballot. Okay, big White House, obviously the biggest race, but a big Senate race. What we're doing is we're not just looking at the most important counties. We're also targeting where we can have an impact down ballot. So Scott Perry, total patriot, former Freedom Caucus chairman, they're coming after him hard, right? DNC is going to spend 10, if not $20 million to take him out. So we've got 3 of our Airbnbs in central PA with the idea that we're going into his district and flooding his district. But the last target I'd like to tell everybody about, we don't have the state house. We're down by 1 vote. And so one of our other objectives is targeting yes for Trump, yes for McCormick, yes for these other priorities, but flipping the state house to have a check and balance on Josh Shapiro for his last 2 years. If you're a believer in election integrity, we must take back the state house to fix some of these election rules in Pennsylvania. That has got to be a priority. But right now I'm predicting a Trump win in PA, McCormick, huge win, flipping the state house, keeping the state Senate. I think we do it, Charlie. We close our border. We save our republic. If we don't, I fear for the future of the country. Get out and vote. And that also, is my message.
And final thing here is the voter registration deadline in Pennsylvania, I believe, is 10 days from now. Is that correct, Cliff? So if you're in Pennsylvania, you can still find new voters and register them. There are millions of unregistered voters. Cliff, 1 minute remaining, and plug the website, how people can help.
Sure. pachase.com. And once again, we have 120 full-time ballot chasers on the ground, 10 Airbnbs across PA. 175 hours is a full day, and that's at pachase.com. And look, if you want to make calls, if you want to send text messages, download the PA Chase app. Get involved today. This election will be extremely tight in Pennsylvania. It's going to come down to every single one of us stepping up and doing what we need to do to win. Charlie, I want to say thank you. Been a top partner from the start. Always there for our cause. Always there for our movement. Let's keep fighting this thing and let's win.
Amen. We have multiple trips to Pennsylvania still planned. We're here to help any way we can, Cliff. And we win Pennsylvania. It is the swinging gate that should open everything else. So, Cliff, thank you so much.
Thanks, Charlie.